us is the path of good thought. Here, at the inception of his career, despite having been chosen and presented by the divinity, Zarathustra's fledgling steps as a prophet were shaky because the established clergy and their powerful patrons were dismissive and hostile to the new ideas and the new prophet who spread them. It is likely that in response to this uncertainty, a fundamental revelation occurred within Zarathustra, the gist of which would later be preserved as the doctrinal core of the Gathas in Yasna 30 verses 3 through 6. These two spirits, who were the original twins, revealed their manifestation in a vision. They are the better one and the worse one in thought, word, and deed. Between these two, the wise choose rightly, not so the unwise. When the two spirits came together, in the beginning they created life and death, so that at the end, the existence of the deceitful people will be the worst, but the righteous ones will be with the best thought. Of these two spirits, the deceitful one chose to do the worst things, while the holier spirit, who is clothed in the hardest stone, chose order, as do those who satisfy our Mazda through good deeds. The notion of choice attributed to spirits. In a sense, Ahura became Mazda by choosing wisely, while the other became Angra by choosing poorly. The passage goes on. The Daivas, and the word Daiva means shiny ones, okay, as it still does in the Devas of India. Yet another category of these pre-Zoroastrian divinities. The Ahuras, the Ahuras are the lords, the Daivas, the Devas, the shining ones, the Bhagas, the apportioners. The Zarathustra here shows where he sees the Daivas falling. The Daivas did not choose correctly between the two spirits, for as they deliberated, so there again the notion that all these spirits are making choices, delusion came upon them, resulting in their choosing the worst thought. Then they rushed to unite with wrath to afflict mortal existence. This or a similar revelation is repeated in another section of the Gathas, Yasna 45:2, verse 2, where Zarathustra recites to his acolytes, "Now I shall speak of the two spirits of whom, at the beginning of existence, the holier one spoke to the hostile one thus, neither our thoughts nor our teachings nor our wills, neither our choices nor our words or our deeds, neither our consciousness or our souls are in accord." These events can be compared to the breaking of dawn. The darkness in Zarathustra's mind was forever illuminated. After this point, there could be no question on his part. So the purpose of these two revelations should be clear. They were intended to dispel doubts that Zarathustra had about the nature of his chosen divinity, because he, before that, had been asking these questions, and about the correctness of the cause that he had chosen, meaning Zarathustra had chosen. Indeed, the prophet was assured to be documented, as we see in Yasna 30 verse 8 and 30 verse 11. As he told his congregation, there would be, to quote, a day of judgment for crimes and benefit for the truthful ones. These notions, of course, of an afterlife with reward and punishment based upon actions committed during each person's lifetime would in time reshape the theology and eschatology, not only of the Mazdian faith that Zarathustra founded, but also of Christianity, Islam, and even, and before that, even Judaism. Once those ideas spread across the Iranian plateau and across the Middle East in late antiquity. His doubts allayed, Zarathustra informed his opponents, as we see recorded in Yasna 32:1. Through my hymns, O Daivas, the family, the community, the tribe, ask for his, our Mazda's favor. Let us be your people. For you scatter those persons who are opposed to you. The prophet's request found divine favor. It is noted in the very next verse, Yasna 32, verse 2. Our Mazda, being one with good thought and being a good friend of radiant truth, answered them with his power. We choose your holy and righteous ones. Let victory be ours. Indeed, according to the hagiographical accounts of the Gathas, invigorated by all these revelations, and casting aside his fears of rival priests, rival the lords who supported them, meaning the chiefs who supported them, and their gods and goddesses, Zarathustra then went on to preach his message as a bringer of new revelation. Would you guys like to take a few minutes break? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So let's take a few breaks and then we'll return. So what I'm trying to sort of, we still haven't gotten to the point of where he has to flee, but I want to sort of guys to understand that if you look at the Gathas, we can actually see in the verses the unfolding of the prophetic career.